Welcome back to another episode of Know Your Dollar Message, a series from your very own Good Game Everybody. Previously, we looked at Doom. Guess which hero we'll be talking about today. If you guessed Gyrocopter, Gyrocopter, you're correct. It's a ranged carry, disabler, and nuker kind of hero. Not to mention super cool mustache, and it has these four abilities: rocket barrage, homing missile, flake cannon, cold gun. Let's talk about them individually, shall we? Let's begin with rocket barrage. Its shortcut key is Q. It's a no-target ability, magical type damage. It cannot pierce it through spell immunity and also can be dispellable. It simply launches rockets at nearby enemy units. Lasts for 3 seconds. Rocket barrage can't hit units Gyrocopter has no vision over, so they need to be within Gyrocopter vision range. Its radius is 400, and per second 10 rockets being fired. Rocket damage starts with 7 and goes up to 22 at level 4. Each level it goes up by 5 more damage. And cast point is none, 0 seconds. There is no delay there. Cooldown starts with 7 seconds and goes down to 5.5 seconds only at level 4. Each level goes down by half a second. Half a minute. Sorry. Half a second. Half a second. The mana cost is 90 and it stays same throughout. So that's it. This was about rocket barrage. Let's look at homing missile. Shortcut key is W. It's a unit target ability. Only affects enemy units. Magical type damage. It cannot pierce it through spell ability. It can be dispelled only if it's the strongest spell. Otherwise not. It simplifies a missile to stick targeted enemy unit, like homing missile. True to its name, isn't it? The missile gains speed over time, so it starts slow and then gains up speed as time progresses. Deals damage and stands up on impact. Enemy units can destroy the missile though, since it was deployed and until it's reached to its target. In that meantime, enemy heroes or units can actually destroy that incoming missile in that meantime. Towers do half damage to missile as well. Towers do half damage to the missile. Crosshair effect is visible to allies only. So whenever it's been targeted, only ally hero can see which hero is being targeted. Missile will follow and hit invisible units as well. So once it's been locked, there is no way out unless you destroy that missile or you dispel yourself. If you dispel that incoming missile. Otherwise, there's no way out. So that was it about homing missile. And looking at its stats, you can see its damage starts with 90. That's pretty formidable damage and goes up to 360 at level 4. Each level it goes up by 90 more points. So 90 damage gets added on each level. It gets increased by 90. So pretty huge hike. So hits to destroy it takes 3 hits to destroy this incoming missile. And tower hits to destroy is 6. So if it's, that's why it's mentioned there. Towers do half damage to your missile. The stun duration starts with 1.8 and goes up to 3 seconds at level 4. So it's quite a long time. So each level it goes up by 0.4 seconds. Cast point is 0 seconds, also no delay. Cooldown starts with 26 seconds and goes down to 11 seconds only. Mana cost starts with 120 and goes up to 150 at level 4. Each level goes up by 8 more points. So that was about homing missile. Let's talk about flak cannon. A shortcut key is E. No target ability, physical type damage this time, and also can be, pierces through spell immunity, and it cannot be dispelled. Simply what it does, gyrocopters attack at all enemy units in an area. So it's an area effect. So that's about it. And effects for a limited number of attacks, though. And we'll see how many number of attacks momentarily. Let's move on to next description of this ability, which is only main target will receive attack bonuses. So there is also a notion of attack bonus, which is only going to be applicable for main target. Lasts for 10 seconds or until the attacks are used. So either way, whichever finished first or used first. So attack range is unchanged. Let's see. Looking at its stats, if it's demystified a bit. Radius is 1000, so it's pretty huge. Maximum attack starts with 3 and goes up to 6 at level 4. Each level it gains 1 more maximum attacks. Side cannon fire rate is 1.2. Side cannon attack radius is 700. So as this is an LE ability, so that's where this comes in. So fire rate is 1.2. Attack radius is 700. Cast point is 0 seconds. No delay. Cooldown is 20 seconds and it stays same throughout. Mana cost starts with 50 and goes up to 80 at level 4. Each level goes up by 10 more points. So that was about flak cannon. Let's talk about its ultimate power. It's known as call down. The shortcut keys are, that's a point target ability, magical type damage, it cannot pierces to spell immunity, and can also be dispel as well. Look at that. It simply calls down an aerial missile strike on enemy units. Effective in a targeted area. After 2 seconds, 2 missiles arrive in succession with 2 seconds between them. So there's a 2 seconds delay, but each time there are 2 missiles arrive in succession. Visual indicator is visible to allies only. So area targeted is only can be seen by allies only. Enemy can't see it. So let's look at its stats and let's try to demystify it a bit more. Missile 1 damage. Fire damage is missile 1 damage is 150 and goes up to 350 at level 4. Each level it gains 100 more damage. And missile 2 will even damage more. 200 and goes up to 350. So it stays, at level 3, the both missile 1 and missile 2, they both got 350 damage each, but it starts output differently. So at level 1, it gets missile 1 gets 150, whereas missile 2 gets 200, and missile 1 at level 2 gets 250, but missile 2 at level 2 gets 275. So there is a bit difference there, but at level 3 they're both the same, 250, 250, both from missile 1 and 2. And for slow, missile 1 slows 30%, and missile 2 slows by 60%. That's pretty high. Radius is 600, cast point is 0.3 seconds, cooldown starts with 90 seconds and goes down to 60 seconds only. At level 3, each level goes down by 25 seconds. I guess 25, I guess 15, right? Yeah, 15 seconds, goes down by 15 seconds. So it's 90, 75, and 60 at level 3. Mana cost is 125, stays same throughout. So that's it. That's all about Gyrocopter. And I hope to see you all in our next episode, where we'll be talking about another hero from the slot. And we'll talk some more, alright, about their ability and hero information. Until then, I hope to see you all in the next episode, and be good to yourself and everybody around you. And last but not least, good game, everybody. Good game.